Hey, it's Dnipro from X-Ray. Continuing my playthrough of Stalker 2 on Veteran difficulty, patch 121. And I'm currently still in Rostok, but I do plan to leave today, so let me outline what we're going to accomplish in the video today. So for starters, I'm going to do a critical analysis of the weapons I've accumulated so far and their performance. In the last couple of videos you saw me test out the new weapons that were top tier weapons. Mostly I'd purchased from a trader up here in Red Forest. And so I want to talk about my thoughts on those weapons and how they're going to fit into my strategy going forward, and then compare them to some of the current weapons we got from some of the prior main missions. And then we're going to talk about the weapon I also found when I was out exploring. I didn't record it, but I managed to get my hands on a Mark 1 EMR rifle here, and there's an interesting story behind that. And I'm going to hold on to it for now, but we'll talk about this weapon. And then I'm going to take you to a site where kind of triggered me where I found it. There was a stash here, right here. I decided in between the videos, well, I'll just go for the stash, easy pickup for me, and it turned out it wasn't that easy. So I'm just going to show you this site and warn you to stay away from it. I don't think it's worth hitting this or going after this stash on veteran difficulty. Just you come away with more of a cost than you do a benefit. And then after we do that critical review, we're going to go ahead and travel toward the next main mission site, which is part of the back to Slag Heap main mission, get to the Sawmill. This is Sawmill. I believe it's over on Wild Island. And now there's a mission marker here. This is from an optional path in the mission out of Slag Heap. I already completed the mission. This is an option where you can go take out another bandit sub-leader, sub-lieutenant, whatever, and I didn't go for that. And I did run into this guy here earlier. He's still there, so I guess it's giving me the option to go on that mission, but it's about killing mutants, and I won't waste ammo or time killing mutants. So there's another thing we might be able to do here too. There is a poltergeist up here, but the stash is not revealed. I may just skip this. That may just be kind of a headache, but there is a poltergeist you can kill, but may leave that for a future video. And I do have like I said, I do have a shortcut to get here, so I'll show you that. And then once we get here, I'll try to figure out what to do next. We'll talk to the main characters, see where the mission leads us, and I'll decide if I'm going to continue the video or not. Just because all that we're doing here may take up an hour. So let's get started here. So let's talk about the weapons I've got, and I'm going to start with the Glutton. This is that kind of novelty weapon that I found in a tunnel when I was, I'm going to take a few weapons with me here. When I was back in the tunnel in the, here in Rostok to the west, I managed to find this weapon. This is a unique weapon, one of the unique weapons in the game, and it's much better than the default RPM machine gun that you can find in the game. There are some NPCs that will equip this gun, but this has double the magazine. This has a 500 round magazine capacity. When you find this gun, it already has 250 rounds in it. And I think you find another boxes of, I can't remember if it's 150 or 200 rounds. Now I already subsequently sold those rounds once I had them, so and I will be selling this gun as well. I don't think I have any more rounds. Yeah, see, all the rounds are gone that I found. You saw me use this in the last video. I went ahead and used it on some mercenaries to comical effect at close range. It didn't work that well at long range. We'll talk about why that is. So let's do a review of the weapons. I'm also going to review the armor. So we'll go and the only way to look at these, compare these stats well, will be to talk to the technician here about it. So, okay, so let's talk about the Zuber. So I'm really happy with the performance of the Zuber so far. I think you saw that it's the brief time I've used it, it's basically a headshot machine. It does really well. And the range is pretty decent here. If we compare this to here's a GP37. This is a weapon I picked up much earlier in the game, and this is an assault rifle. If we compare the stats, there's not much difference. In fact, the GP37 looks almost, just has slightly better accuracy, even though it's got a scope on it. And the Zuber can hit about the same range. In fact, my Zuber has further range, a little bit slightly further range than this GP37. So I could feasibly even use this weapon like I would an assault rifle, and I probably should use it like that when fighting the mercenaries. I didn't realize it had that well of a range, and so I am going to be relying on this weapon heavily going forward and just see if it carries me through, possibly up to the late middle or end game. until I can start affording and upgrading the I guess late game assault rifles. One which I have in my possession here in the Dnipro. But if we look at the stats, one thing that the YouTuber Ice Coffee Gamer pointed out is you may not necessarily want to do the upgrades on all the upgrades on your weapon, because it just makes it more expensive. You see this up, well, I have to repair it first, I guess. Let's see. So this upgrade here, like if I wanted to upgrade all the way out here, which I'm not, that'd be 2,600, 52, so that's 8,000, another 10, so that's 20,000. Add to the cost of this rifle. I think you have to pay for repair costs. It's based on the full price of the rifle, not the cost that you buy it from the vendors here, or you'd have to you could like sell it for. See, so you're really at a disadvantage if you completely upgrade a high level weapon or high tier weapon and it doesn't give you the best performance you need, or if you don't have a source of income to maintain it. So the upgrades, these upgrades here, we have a recoil recovery. I don't know if I really need this. I've been fairly accurate with this gun at medium and short range. And there's an aiming accuracy. This puts the accuracy up to 5 bars. And so the cost of these two, that'd be 7,000. If I want to go with this moving while aiming, which is valid, it'd be a lot cheaper. That'd only be, it looks like about 6,000 coupons if I want to do this. And so this would just make the gun a little more. Now, the funny thing is this first recoil recovery drops the accuracy by quite a bit. It looks like it's almost a over like a 10 to 15% drop. Yeah, but yet you can get the accuracy back if you pick another upgrade. He says so it cancels out. And I don't really know. I don't really know what this means. I haven't really experimented with recoil recovery to know. And then you get this another recoil decrease. So I guess you can effectively get a net recoil increase for 20,000. I don't know if that's worth it. Then we have on the frame here, we have a weight reduction of 30%, and then we have the wear and tear. And this would be useful, but I'm finding this gun is already fairly low maintenance anyway. See, when I fought all those mercenaries, I only have to spend 500 coupons to repair it. And that's opposed to, I use this Dnipro over here to battle one Bloodsucker and dumped a whole magazine to it, 30 rounds, and it cost me over 1,200 coupons to repair. So I believe the cost of repair of this weapon, if I use regular ammo, is going to be a lot cheaper than the assault rifles. So these may be optional upgrades. I don't think I have to get these that quickly, and they are fairly cheap. I mean, anything under 10 grand is, I guess, cheap in my book for getting a much more effective weapon. And this is a scope upgrade. I don't need that. So let's look at the rest of the frame here. And I got this upgrade to reduce the recoil a little bit, just because it was a cheap upgrade. And now this weapon would make it more accurate because of the spread decrease. Aiming speed, that may be helpful just to get to, I do rely on iron sights a lot, so that may be good if I have to quickly have the weapon available. Minor issue, it's only 5%, but it's 9,000 for a spread decrease of 15%. So I'd have to wait till I got a little more money to get that upgrade. And let's look at the barrel. Now the barrel has quite a few upgrades. This increased the range slightly, looks like by maybe 10% or so, a little less than 10%. And so that makes the weapon even better at a little bit longer range. That's not bad for how I intend to use it. And then I need to find a blueprint to increase the armor piercing to a full 3 bars. And I need to research this, how I could go about getting this. And that's a 6,000. For that amount, I'd probably get it. This would make it more viable against some of the mutants. And this final upgrade, flatness, this increased the range. I don't know if I would need this. It's a 10,000 coupon upgrade, and I could probably pass on that, especially if I have a sniper rifle by that time. This other upgrade, this also increases makes it more accurate at the existing range, and it's either or. I would rather have armor piercing over the spread decrease, and it looks like the price difference isn't that much. And then the upgrades down here, the either or upgrade, this has a spread decrease of 20%, the flash suppressor, while this one, the muzzle brake, gives you a recoil decrease. And both of these improve the accuracy. I'd probably do the spread decrease. So that's another 10 grand. So that may be like an upgrade I would get like near the very end. So there are a few upgrade paths here. If you notice, the technician can upgrade the weapon. So I would skip these upgrades. And the next upgrade would probably be either, this gives me an aiming speed, spread decrease, it's 9,000. Or I would pick maybe this one to give me a spread decrease and increase. I want to increase the range though. So this increase the range. I might go for a range a range increase. It's only 3,000. That's a cheap upgrade because that would get me closer. I'll have to see how soon I can get this blueprint. So now let's talk about the Saiga. Now, the Saiga, one challenge I have getting this weapon, and this is a challenge getting these high-level weapons, is that the technician here can't upgrade. See how it's grayed out? It says your technician cannot install the upgrade. So that's something I didn't really consider before I got it. And looking at the various upgrades or how the performance, you saw how terribly I perform with this with the 2 Bloodsuckers. That's because I just wasn't using the gun properly. I was trying to fire it like you would a pump action shotgun, and that just comes from lack of experience. And I did in between videos here, I did do a looting op to that village to the south where we'd found the artifact, and did run into 2 more Bloodsuckers and managed to take them out. And this time I just opened up on the gun. It's a full automatic shotgun, and that's the way it needs to be used when you're fighting the Bloodsuckers. And I did that, and I managed to take them out that way. So I think I'm getting a little more experience in how to use this gun, but I believe this gun compared to the that M860, the M860 I had earlier, the customized one that we found in Nestor's stash, I think that gun had a better spread. I think the spread was tighter on the buckshot because I was able to kill a Bloodsucker one time with 1 shot, and another one with 2 shots. This gun, it felt like it took at least 3 shots. And if you remember my last video when I was in that tunnel to the west of Rostok and there was a Bloodsucker running around, it took me quite a few shots to kill it, and part of that may even due to the fact, I mean, granted it was moving around really quickly, but I just wasn't, the spread was probably too wide to do a lot of damage to that Bloodsucker. And so what I'm going to need to do is when I can find my strategy in this gun is when I can finally upgrade the weapon, I'm going to try to, let's see, I'm going to get out of this. My screen's starting to fade on me. I don't want that to affect the video presentation. Apologies. So when I finally go to upgrade this, I'm going to pick the upgrades that will affect the spread. Like none of these here I would want to get. All 4 of these I can skip. And recoil decrease, that increases the accuracy a little bit. Moving while aiming, okay, recoil recovery, none of these affect the spread, so I wouldn't take any of these. And flatness, now this increases the range, that may be helpful. Weight reduction, wear and tear, that may be helpful. Right now the repair is only 2. I want to see from fighting those Bloodsuckers. Looks like, is that true? I only have to, we'll have to watch this and see when I fight more Bloodsuckers if the repair costs are low or not. That's something we'll have to watch out for. That's a scope. Let me check this upgrade path. I want to reduce spread. So this recoil decrease, spread, there we go. This is the one I want to get next once I can find a technician to do it, this rubber coating. And I'm going to see, my strategy is try to pick all the spread decreases and see if that makes it work better against the Bloodsucker. Here's another spread decrease in aiming speed. So I want to get this upgrade, the laser designator, and then for the barrel, this also does a spread decrease. Let me see if there's one up here. Reduce damage drop off. This would be good. See, it puts the range up to 2, so this makes it more effective at longer range. This would also be a good upgrade against the Bloodsuckers. Now, what I don't like about getting this upgrade is that it wants you to do a caliber change, and I think this changes it to using slugs. I don't know if I want to use the slugs. That would lead to increasing the penetration. I don't know if I'm crazy about slugs. I think that means you've got to be more accurate with this gun. And I don't know if I really need to do this, if the buckshot is sufficient. And here we have a little bit slight range, slowing spread. Now this means it means as the spread comes out from the gun, it will be more effective at medium ranges, and just it gets less effective at the maximum extent of its range. So I don't know if that's really worth it. I don't see the cost in this. Now here's another spread decrease. So you could argue that it's hard to say. I really like this upgrade, so I may go for this upgrade, and then pick one here that will give me all the spread decreases. No, I don't think, yeah, this one right here. I think this is the first one I'm going to do, and I'll see if this works better against the Bloodsuckers than last time. But from a perspective of veteran, I don't think you really need to get this gun just yet. I would stick to that M860 unique weapon from Nestor's stash you get from Garbage. I would just keep that weapon. I'm kind of like hitting myself, I guess, slam my head against the wall now, regretting getting this gun. I wish I kept the other shotgun, that M860 cracker that was in Nestor's stash. So that's just my recommendation, is that you get that one instead, or keep that one for a while until you can get later in the game, and then maybe upgrade to this once it's available. So okay, we'll talk about the Rhino now. This gun so far, you've seen I'm kind of hit or miss with this, and some of that's just trying to get familiar with using the accuracy of the gun, but the range you see is not that great. It's only got a 2 a 2-bar range, slightly less than 2 bars. So to make this more act at longer range, kind of like a quota sniper rifle, which I'm kind of half jokingly talking about, I need upgrades to increase the range. And upgrades do that. This one does it, so I'll probably target bullet velocity next. And reduce damage drop off. This would help too for making powerful or making headshots work against opponents that have protected their heads. And then this would increase the armor piercing power, and there's no blueprints required. So this is the upgrade path. I'll probably go for this. And then for here, this the spread decrease. I guess that maybe that gets looks like increases the accuracy. And both these, and here's a laser designator. It also does the aiming speed. I don't know if this works if you have it zoomed in or not. So some of this laser designator at short and medium range. So it says this doesn't necessarily help. This may not help at long range. See, so maybe I'll get this flash suppressor. We'll have to see. I'll have to just maybe do some more research and see what works best. And then for the grip here, these things are really optional. This reduced the weight by almost 1 kilogram. Not that important. Aiming speed, not that important. Moving while aiming. Yeah, I don't necessarily need these. These I would get these upgrades if I was rolling in cash. So or coupons. So I'll be focusing on now this blueprint for the caliber change. This lets you fire a 12 gauge round. I don't need to do that. I've already got a shotgun, right? So, and this, if I find this upgrade, not a bad thing because the blueprint's free, right? And it's only 2,600 coupons. So I'll do some research to find this upgrade, and then here, no blueprints required. Now, let's talk about the Dnipro. So I have this advanced gun. Now it has the same problem with the Saiga as that technicians can't upgrade. See, everything's gray. And this gun, I'll have to decide if I'm still going to use it. I mean, still use it for the early and middle game or not. It may come in handy in some missions. It does use the same ammo as the AKM system. It's just I can't upgrade it. So I don't really know. I haven't used enough to know if there's any downsides to using it. Right now, though, if we compare it to the Zuber, my Zuber seems to be a better weapon because it's got. I mean, let's take it back. So the Zuber has better. Let's see. Let me compare the two here again. So the Dnipro has better damage and penetration, but it has worse range and accuracy than my Zuber. See, so there's my Zuber, and it's like almost a bar above in each level. It's half bar range, 1 full bar, and accuracy. And I can upgrade the Zuber. So the Zuber has an advantage over the Dnipro, and plus the ammo, I think the ammo is a little bit lighter weight than what's in the Dnipro. So we'll have to see. There is a mission coming up that I'll have to make kind of a decision because you're going to be without any support, like any settlement nearby. And it's going to be a long expedition, and I'm going to need guns that will absolutely get me through that mission in one piece. And the Zuber seems to be the candidate for that. And the Dnipro, I'll just hold on to it for now and just see where it's going to fit in exactly. Well, I mean, if it looks like I'm not happy with the performance of this gun at medium ranges, a lot of my combat's at medium long range, maybe I'll consider this. But I need to be able to upgrade this because the range is terrible. And the argument can be made too, if, wanting a sniper rifle, you could still just try and use this GP37. The challenge is just trying to get the damage upgrade. I don't think there's anything here that gets the damage upgrade, right? Let me see. Maybe here. Yeah, that's the only problem with this weapon is there's no damage upgrade. See, I mean, there's a range. This reduces that may help for using as a sniper probably. Or this optional, you increase the range of the gun a little bit. What does this do? This wear and tear, I'm not worried about that. Spread decrease, this would be useful if you want to turn into a sniper rifle, and so would the, I guess, recoil. I guess you'd want this upgrade and maybe this upgrade if you want to use it like that. But when I was in that battle in the video, I was in a battle earlier using this gun, and it was over in what was the name of that place? It was over in Garbage. We'll go over to it. It's just escaping me right now.
Bring
the Brood, I think. Yeah, I was over here in the Brood, and that one guy, he came across from here. There was a guy without any head armor, and he took 2 headshots with this GP37. So that kind of struck me there, because anything I've hit with my Zuber has gone down. I think it's been like 1 or 2 shots to take anybody down with it. So I don't. This gun I can probably safely sell. I don't know if I'm going to be taking this with the long range expedition. I'll hold on to it for now. I don't have to sell it just yet. So So while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and sell the Glutton.
Got
We already
issues with your
talked about
gear?
that. Oh, anyway, I
Bring me
wouldn't talk to
something in-
anybody. I go just go sell it to this other guy. So I'm going to get this off my...
I used to come here for the drink.
Well, I still can because I don't know when we're going to be selling
it's
stuff
the
again. So I'm just
company
unloading
that
this so I have the coupons.
I
And I'll go ahead and unload the... I'll unload the gun so we can see. Oh, it had 395 rounds. So this gun, they'll pay me 12,000 coupons for, and this ammo, they'll pay me another 7,000 for. Wow, that's almost 20,000 coupons. So we'll go ahead and sell that. So now I'm up by 77,000 coupons. That'll help with some upgrades later. And let me see. Now he's got this one for sale. I'm going to hold on to the Dnipro for now. I'm going to hold on to this gun for now just in case. And let's see. I'll head back. And now we want to talk... Alright, no staying on the bed, pal. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the M1 Mark 1 EMR I've got. There's a story behind that. Let me put this stuff back in. Get some ammo here so we can go on a little exploration in a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get this gun here. This is the... Oh, one thing I forgot with this Dnipro is I do have a suppressor for it now. So I'll put this here and get the... It uses the same suppressor like for the Skiff's pistol, I think. Let's see, so I put this here. So now it's got a suppressor, so I could suppress it now too. That's just another benefit to having it now, I guess. Let's get this weapon. This is the Mark 1 EMR. And we'll compare this real quick to the Zuber. So you see it's got much better damage. It's got over twice the damage of the Zuber. Penetration is not as good though. Okay, so you'd have to upgrade this weapon. And for this is basically similar to the M1 Garand rifle, the U.S. battle rifle from World War II. You know, fans for World War II. It's just an updated version of that. And you see, the stats are not as good, the base stats, as my Zuber. Now, granted, I've only done one upgrade to this Zuber. And plus, it has a 10-round magazine. So some people have thought about using this as a sniper rifle, but you really need to get the range up and the accuracy. And look at the caliber. The caliber of that ammo is the 308. And if we look at I've got some of that 308 ammo. Look at the cost. It's 106 coupons a round, while at the 9mm is only 12. So the ammo is like 9 times as expensive. And the armor piercing is even worse. The armor piercing is 212 coupons. That's per round. So if you bought 10 rounds, that's over 2,000 coupons, 2,100 coupons right there. So using this weapon right now does not make economic sense. All right, but there's an interesting story as to why I have it. I guess we'll just for fun we'll look at the upgrade route just so you can see what's there. I don't know if anybody's seen this yet, so let's see. Okay, we'll go and look at it, and okay, pretty standard stuff. This is probably just it does increase the aiming accuracy. Interesting. Okay, and that puts the accuracy up. Recoil decrease, recoil recovery, and this reduces the accuracy. Aiming speed, and then we got what's this A? Oh, it makes it automatic firing mode. Okay, so this will make it automatic. And it's only 10-round magazine though. So look at the repair cost. The repair cost is almost 10,000 coupons. And flatness, that would increase the range. And this is a scope. And now there's a unique version of this. I had this unique version in my other playthrough, my regular playthrough, and I didn't like it. It had one of those, I think it was a collimator sight. And the LED was too bright, it just covered and too thick. It covered up everything I was trying to aim at. So I didn't really like that gun. I wound up not using it. Let's see what we got here. Recoil decrease, improves accuracy, and you can get a laser designator. That's really odd for this kind of weapon, I think, but you can get it if you want for closer range combat. And then we do have you can get armor piercing. It still doesn't make it as good as the Zuber. See, it's like 2.5. That's still not as good as the Zuber. Accuracy's up. This increases the range, and so you can get a bigger increase in the range and the accuracy to make this more like a sniper rifle. But if you're going to do that, you may as well just get the full-fledged M701 Super that you can also get. I could have also bought one from that trader in the forest, but again, same problem. He wouldn't be able to upgrade. Notice how nobody can. This technician can't upgrade the weapon. So now, what's troubling to me about this weapon is that, at least right now, is that there was an NPC that had one, and even worse, the NPC that had this weapon was. Do I have any? Yeah, I have ammo for this, right? Let's see. The NPC that had this was also wearing an exoskeleton. So I was really shocked with that. I wasn't expecting to run into a to run into an enemy with an exoskeleton, and that leads to where I was at in Rostok where that happened. So let me go and eat real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little trip here to the southwest. I'm going to set a waypoint here, and I'm going to show you a point in Rostok that I would suggest avoiding. It was right here. There was a stash that was about right here. I'll go ahead and set it. And it was on my previous video. There was a stash here. I ignored it, so I went ahead and went back here thinking, well, it'll be an easy stash to pick up and I'll go. But I don't recommend going back here, and the main reason is that it's swarming with mercs. There's mercenaries. Once you get to the second floor, there's mercenaries, and even worse, there's a taller building right here. On top of that, there's snipers. I guess these are mercenary snipers, and they started plinking at me while I was up in this this construction zone. And I managed to get the loot, and it wasn't really all that special, just some armor-piercing ammo and other miscellaneous consumables, and collected some weapons. But it was I probably did just as much damage to my weapons in terms of repair usage and my armor, to where it just came out either net even or even worse. And so we're gonna have her take a look at it. I'll just show you what I'm talking about. I guess it makes sense to do that. How's my artifacts here? What am I using? Is this an endurance one? That's a weight. So my weight, I'll just go ahead and put this on. This will help hopefully reduce the need for having needing energy drinks here. So to get this spot, we're gonna have to head in the same direction as where the helicopter was from my last video. Okay, and yeah, stamina's recharging a little bit better now. I'm keeping alert. Sometimes you can run into bandits in here. That's why I'm got my gun out. And I killed a poltergeist here. Now we could still run to Bloodsuckers. Run to Bloodsuckers. Well, you'll get to see me using this Saiga, won't you? And so let's see. We'll head. I think we head over here. There's no way out from this side. I already checked. This is our way to the train depot. What we're getting to, I think, is past. Can't really see it from here. Okay. So I believe this is the building with the snipers. Maybe we can see them. I'm going to switch to my pistol and see if they're up there. Huh. Okay, that's these guys. These are friendly guys. We'll let him let the bloodsucker play with them, I guess. Let's see if we can. Oh, there was a bloodsucker, but he's not coming after me. Okay, we heard the bloodsucker, but maybe I was able to get away from him? Huh. Ah, let's try and get up there. There we go. I'm getting very jumping on top of these trucks. Alright. So anyway, okay, here's the site. Oh. Okay, more bloodsucker practice. Where's it at? Let's see. He can't get to me. I thought there were two guys. Okay, there are two. Good. I'm looking for the bloodsucker. I don't see him. I guess he can't get over here. He's over there somewhere.
Sweep the area.
Anyway, so the let me see if I can see the stash. That it's way up here somewhere. It was like in one of those little safes. I thought, there it is. See that there's a box right there. It's hard to see, but there's a safe right there. And you have to do a little bit of acrobats, little Mario Brothers type stuff to get up there. Oh, you know, I think the bloodsucker isn't coming because I'm up here. So if I jump down, the bloodsucker is going to come. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there it goes. They're fighting it. Can't tell who's shooting at it. I think I see it over there. Oh, he's shooting at it, I guess. I don't know if it's attacking him. I can't really tell what's going on here. Interesting to see. It's still alive. I guess it's hiding up in this building. Let's see. So anyway, if I run up here, it may attract some mercenaries. Let's see if that happens. I just want to go up there and see if they show up. Again, I'm not going to fight them. Well, the bloodsucker is gone now, apparently. I hear it though. So let's see if the mercenaries show up. Okay, they're not here now. Huh. fighting it over there. There it is. I'm gonna shoot at it. Let's see. I don't know if I'm hitting it from over here. Oh, he's coming after me now. I hear him. There he is. There's my little bloodsuckers. I guess he killed those guys, but so there's the safe again, and I want to see if those. I guess I better fight this bloodsucker. Let's get some more bloodsucker practice in. There we go. That's how you do that now. Oh, it's another one. Shit. That's funny. I died. Oh no. Oh, well, that's what I get, huh? For I thought there was just one. I know there's gonna be two. Well, obviously I still need some practice here, don't I? That's funny. I always assume there's more than one. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so I'm gonna kill these bloodsuckers this time. I'm mad. Where are they? There's two of them, that's the thing. That's one. Come here, buddy. I see you. Okay, so that's the way you should use it. I just didn't. I wasn't ready for that other one. So, yeah, I guess we can loot this. Where'd he go? I guess he killed him, right? Where'd his body go? Huh. Okay, there's a bunch of bodies here. I guess I'll loot them in a minute. Is that another one? Hope there's not another one. All right. So anyway, let's head back here. I was trying to show you all where those guys were. Maybe they're gone now. Maybe you just encounter them one time. I don't see them anymore. Let me head up here. Well, see, here's the weapons. This is where there's proof that I had a battle up here, and they were shooting me from up here, but now they're, huh? Well, this was all for nothing. They're not here anymore. Well, there were some mercs up here, and they did shoot at me, and apparently it's tied to this stash that's right there, which I've already looted. So. Alright, so just, now you know. And looks like I'm getting a little better at killing the bloodsuckers now. Still need practice, you can see. So I guess we'll loot these guys and head back. That's what I get for getting another death. Ventar, what's he got? What is that? Oh, that's a, must be one of those, what do you call them? It's a poltergeist that gives you psychic, has like a psychic disturbances. There's one more here, right? Where's the other one here? Is this a guy? No, I don't know where that. There's another guy over here. Is he in here? Where is he? Another guy. I can't find his body. Well, he's on top. Huh. Okay, the X disappeared. Alright, so it must have been like a false body or already disappeared. So let's... Okay, we'll try to head back. You know, since I'm out here, I'm going to go ahead and just search for one more artifact. I don't think there's an artifact over there, and I don't really want to... I think it's hard to find artifacts here, but I'm going to look anyway. You know, risk of another bloodsucker hitting us. I didn't have this one equipped that time. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, where's the... Oh, the anomalies over here, right. Oh, there's another artifact here. Alright, Curious to see where it might be at. $22. $27. 31. It's over here, I guess. I'm glad they got the key mapping issues fixed here. 19. Okay, 15. 12. 7. Over there, see it? Got it. See, what was that? A soul. I've never heard of the soul. Let me see. Uncommon. It gives you endurance. That's a very good artifact to have. That's a nice one. Okay, that's worth a death, I think. So I want to replace the pebble with that. Now let's see if it will. Am I taking damage? I'm taking damage. Let me pull this one off then. Okay, so now I've got better endurance. Now let's see if this helps me get back to the base with less drinks needed. Let's check the recharge. So yeah, it's recharging at an okay rate. I don't know if you can see that. Let me eat real quick. We'll head back. I had to switch out an artifact that allowed me to carry more weight, but it wasn't really necessary. A lot of radiation over here. I'm waiting for myself to recharge. So, with the battle with the Bloodsuckers, looks like that that gun, it took like 3 or 4 shots, right, to take out the Bloodsucker. So I'm definitely going to upgrade it and see if we get better performance. Because with the M860 Cracker, I wasn't having to use that many shots. In one case, I'd have like 1 shot would take out a Bloodsucker. So I'm really surprised that, or even 2 shots. I'm kind of surprised it took that many shots. And plus, it might be 2. It just doesn't do that much damage at range. Maybe I need to get that 1 upgrade and increase the range to 2 bars. I'll make it a much better, more effective weapon against the Bloodsuckers. And I can carry a lot of ammo for that, so. I also may try to fight a Bloodsucker with my Zuber at some point. I have fought Bloodsuckers with the Zuber. I think it's effective against them. But we'll have to see. I don't know how many rounds it would take to take it out. You know, with the Dnipro, it looks like it took a full magazine. I had to dump almost 30 rounds into it. Okay, so we're going to sell the loot, and then patch up, and then we're going to get out of Rostok. So let me just hobble back to base here. I'll use a water, I guess. I'll save some time. And I'm going to go right to the vendors here and sell this stuff. Okay, we got Ragman here. Okay, so we got red gun to sell. I'm gonna. He's not gonna pay much for it. I'm just gonna sell this thing. I don't see myself using it, and there'll be more later. It's 3,000. All right, so that's 3,000 coupons. Not bad. That will help repair my suit. And this ammo, I'm gonna save this ammo because that may be useful later for if I get the sniper rifle eventually that uses it, the M71 Super. So, I think that's everything I want to sell, right? Anything else to sell here? No booze? Yeah, okay. So, we'll sell that. And let's see.
Yep.
And I don't know if I need ammo from him. I don't have any yellow weapons, do I? I think those all red weapons, right? Yeah, okay, so we got everything. So, let's go back to the... this guy's in the way. Let's head this way, a shortcut.
I used to come.
Okay, let's get this done. Get equipped here. So the artifacts, I got this artifact now, and I could still carry this one. This that's the stone heart I was using, right, for weight. Yeah, this might come in handy. I could still carry it. And what was I using? Weight, and what's the other? I had the pebble. This gives me protection, endurance. This is to replace that for endurance, right? And this has physical protection. Yeah, I could carry it, no harm. And then there's one more I wanted to carry with me. That's the weight one, but this doesn't have weight, this has weight. Yeah, alright. Okay, this ammo put back. Energy drinks, I got enough drinks. Food, we get 2 more sausages. Okay, that's enough regular ammo. Shotgun ammo. Guess we're probably gonna run into too many bloodsuckers. I got plenty of this ammo. This ammo you can buy from Ragman, and I'm not gonna be using a ton of it right now. Okay, med kits. Get a few more of these. Oh, you know, I died yesterday in the that one death site over there, which was surrounded by the deadly radiation. I probably could have used one of these, but I didn't have one with me, the scientific med kit. I probably should have thought, but I'm not gonna go try that again. It's not worth another death to do it. So, okay. And now for travel, I thought about using this suit, because this suit, even though it doesn't have good hazard protection, radiation protection, it's got great physical protection. See, the physical protection is much better than the SIVA 5 suit. So that's something I may want to consider too in upcoming missions. If there's a lot of combat and no hazards, I might even wear this suit. In fact, I might even take this suit. I think I'm going to take this into Rostok. I'll just keep this suit here for now. And the only artifact I'll carry with me will be the ball. And I guess I'll just put these back in the stash. And because wherever we end up, we should find another place with a personal stash, and then I can re-equip. I do want to repair this suit while we're here. So let me go and I'll repair the suit so we have it ready. And this suit I can repair. This is perfect shape. And look how this has really good side protection too. So okay, so let me go get all the suits repaired. And then we'll get out of here. Okay, so the gun, I'll repair my gun too. That's 500. Saiga. Okay, so for that engagement, it was what? It was like 200. So that was 500 to battle those two bloodsuckers. 500 coupons. So that's not bad to battle the coupons. Rhino 200. This is 600. Oh, this took some damage too. 300 fine. Pistol and the suit. I'll go and repair this now. I mean, because this is a favorable technician. If we get anywhere else, those technicians may not give me such a favorable price. So I'm just going to do this right now so I have it ready. So everything I want to have repaired is repaired. Good. All right. I'll put the suit back. This one. Save this for when we need it again. And I think I'm in good shape here to move. I think I've got everything I need to travel. All right. So at this phase, we're going to be traveling to the mission site, and I've got a little shortcut here. There's you've probably seen there's this rift here in this northern or this upper portion here of the facility, and there's also a large anomaly there. And so we're going to be using that to help slingshot us halfway to the mission site. Let me click on this and we'll just see how far away it is. See, currently it's 1,600 kilometers away. And that's probably the longest distance I've had to travel, but I think we can cut that in half. And let me check something here real quick. Let's see, one thing I want to check. Okay, so anyway, sorry, I had to get something ready for this next event here. So, I don't think I need more drinks or water. I think we're good here. A lot of ammo. Okay, so we're gonna head down to see barkeep area for one last time. And let's see, we're gonna head right here. Nothing else to anything lying around, no, nothing to steal. And we're gonna head through this little pathway here. You see, there's a skull and crossbones here. You see, the lights are blinking here. And light shining. Got this monstrosity here. That's very important. This thing looks pretty menacing. It could totally absorb us, but it's very important that you say a prayer to MONOLITH before you take this venture. So I'll start with a prayer. Be sure to say this before you try to embrace this monstrosity here. We thank you, O MONOLITH, for revealing the cunning plans of your enemies to us. May your light shine down on the souls of the brave soldiers who gave their lives in service to your will. Armored warriors of the MONOLITH, avenge your fallen brothers, blessed as they are in their eternal union with the MONOLITH. Sorry, I just felt compelled to say that. Get a little inspired here. So now that we have our faith, is anchored. Let's embrace eternity here. Am I in heaven? Oh, there's the dirge of Zalicia. I guess we're not in heaven. I think we're back in Slag Heap. That's where we're at. So let's check the map here. If we look on the map, here's where we are, right here. And if you remember my prior videos, we were down below this concrete structure that's left over, and there is a little safe here. So look in it, and there's some stuff, and there's a blueprint. This is a blueprint for the Spear M20 helmet. Is that this thing I'm carrying? Oh, that's for this item I have. How about that? So now I've got a blueprint that will work for this helmet, and I don't know what it does. It doesn't say. I guess it helps improve the resistance against shrapnel and bullets. So I guess this improves its physical protection. We'll find out. So let's just take everything here. And now we'll need to find a safe way off of this structure here. And we still got, how long did that take? Okay, that's, yeah, I guess a psychic enemy, not a big deal. We'll just get away from here. I guess he's like haunting that area. Alright, so let's see how far. Now we're only 760 meters from the site. So we shaved off almost 1,200 meters. And so now we're going to see if there's a safe way to get over here to the sawmill. Now, there's a pathway here. There could also be bandits. So I'm thinking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a detour and head over here. There are some stashes here that we might be able to take advantage of. There was a poltergeist here in one of my prior videos. I killed it. It was one of those fire poltergeists. And so I think I'm going to set a breakpoint or a waypoint and head over here. Let me just do that to it. And so we're going to try and make our way over there. Get some stash on the way. Let's see. There's a stash over here supposedly, but I think it's up top. I don't think it's, oh, there's a bandit over there. So I don't want to engage anybody right now. There's one over here too. Great. Where's he at? Right there. And they're going to be, let me see if I can get way out of these bandits. You know, they're not like fully engaging me yet, but now I'm out of their sight. That's good. You know, this structure here, this is, that's a neutral guy. Is he waving at me? No, he looks like he's smoking a cigarette. Let's, that's a ward, I think that's a ward guy over there. Let's go talk to him. I don't know if he'll let me in there or not. I know, well, that's a bandit. Let's head over here. I don't want the bandits to attack me. Well, I was going to talk to the ward guy, but there's a bandit over there. And I don't really want to fight any bandits right now. It looks like the ward are fighting him. What the heck's that? I mean, I can help him out. Let's see. Let me help him out. He's fighting. I'll just go after him. Oh, there's a lot of them. Yeah, I can flank him. Here. Okay, I want to get in a crossfire with my friends over there. Okay, they're gone. They're all gone now. I don't know if I did that or they did that, but alright. Show's over. I'm not going to loot them because I just don't have the, I don't know if I have anywhere to put the loot. And they're all running back in. So let me see if I have anything to say. Probably don't have any good guns anyway. I see that's a red gun. Yeah, these are just regular. Oh, that's a good gun. I mean, I could take that one. Yeah, carry that along around for later. What has he got? Nothing good. Red. I'm not going to take any of these red ones. Oh, that's a ward guy. Not too bad for him. Where'd they go? Oh, that was the guy who I wanted to talk to. I wonder where the ward guys went to. Let me see if they're in here. Maybe they'll... Now, I don't know. You know, they may attack me if I go in here. I'm going to go to the other side. There's another opening over here. I'm just going to go over there and talk to them. You got to be careful with some of these ward areas because if you go in when you're not invited, then there could be troops that attack you. That's how I've kind of learned the hard way. So, and what this is, this structure you see here, this is for a mission you go on for the Spark route. And that's why we haven't been here yet, because They're supposed to you're supposed to go in there in the ward and sneak past the ward to do it. And I don't see any guy here. Huh. I was hoping we could talk to a ward person, but I don't want to risk ticking him off. So if you get too far in there, then they start going after you. Looks like the other ward guy who I wanted to talk to is gone now. Alright, we're just going to ignore that. Apologies. Anyway, you know this building's here now, and you'll have to deal with it if you're on the Spark side. Whoops, wrong key. Okay, so now we're going to try to get the stashes there in this building. And if anything useful there, maybe I'll come back for it later. Now, there could be enemies in here. I'll have to watch out for that. You saw the bandits earlier. There could be bandits in here too. And I have a key. Let me check my inventory. See this key here? I got it here. And it says for some kind of old-timey lock. This could be to get on the roof. So I'm going to try and get on the roof. I'm also going to be on the lookout for enemies here. See anybody in here? No. There's some consumables in here, but oh, there's that's a radiation meds, right? I'll take that. It's useful. Those bandages? Oh, they are. Huh, okay. You know, I think there might be stuff in here too. Let's see. Huh? Can I bash this open? Apparently not. It's got stuff on it. All right. Oh, there's stuff here. Med kit. Okay. A lot of stuff in here. I guess I didn't grab this last time I was in here. Let me take all these. Not a lot of weight. Could also leave it here and just use it like a stat, like a way to get stuff later if you wanted. But okay, now there's another. Now remember, I was hunting for an artifact here, and it was stuck in the upper ceiling in the lower area. I think I went through here already, if I remember right. I don't think there's any extra doors in here to open. I'm just double checking. Oh, I must have opened this. Okay. Okay, so that door must have opened this room. There's some grenades here, and that's some arm-piercing ammo. What's in here? Oh, arm-piercing ammo. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab all this. It's gonna be worth something later. And I guess I can use those shells, and there's another. Hey, man, I'm taking all this stuff. So I wasn't supposed to carry stuff, but I can't help. I'm just a greedy pig. Okay, there's no soft drinks in there. I'm not gonna take that. All right, so I guess that opened this up. I didn't want anywhere that stash was there, so that's something now we know is another stash in here. You can use that key for. And let's see if we can head upstairs now. So I think there's a way to get on the roof. This might be the way to do it. Let's see. No. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, I don't have the key for that. So there's another key somewhere. That'll get us on the roof, and I don't know where that is. If it's in here, maybe? Just look around. There must be another key somewhere. I remember that other key we found. It was on the opposite side of the facility on the ground floor. And off the top of my head, I thought there was a key that was in... They said there's a key on top of a television, but I don't see a TV anywhere in here. I think I remember looking for it before and didn't find anything. There's no way in this room. There's no TVs here, right? I don't remember seeing any TVs in these rooms. What about this room? There's no TV in here, right? I hear an artifact moving around. Oh, maybe we get there up this way. What's up here? Oh, I don't think I've ever been up here. Okay, that doesn't open. Yeah, I haven't really explored this place heavily. Let's see, there's a... oh, there's a stash in there. Huh. Wonder how... oh, you get up here. Alright, well, now we get into another stash, looks like. Okay, we got on the roof, finally. Oh, there's, anomalies here. My favorite. These are the ones that send the directed flame at you. 14. 16, 18, 16. I think the anomaly is downstairs. I don't think it's up here. 14, 13. I'm gonna run for it. See, it's gonna attack me. 28. I think it's downstairs. Let me run past this one. And I thought there. Yeah. See, here's another stash up here. Oh, there's a lock here. Okay, I guess you have to get up the way I just did, and break the lock. There's no door to this. Now we know that. Let's see what's in here. And okay, arm piercing ammo. We'll just take everything. I can still handle all this. All right, so we solved the mystery. So to get up here, you have to go through that broken area and climb up that way. And this is how we can easily get down. See? Now I want to check something else before we run past here again. Okay. I don't think there's anything else up here right now. All right. So let's head down here now. See, now I'm getting a now it's 9. Now there's an anomaly below us. Let me see if we can get to it. How easy or hard is it here? 12. 6. It's right under us. 5 meters. Sounds like it's right here. No, it's above us. 7. See if we can get in here. Oh, I can't get in there. Yeah, this is the same anomaly I had a problem getting to before. It's right over here, and there's... No? Huh. 9, 10. Let me go up here again. It was 7, 6. It's not above us, is it? 9. Huh. What can this be? 9. Okay, that means it's further away, right? Let me go down again. I want to go down into the basement because that's where we ran into problems. Well, here we are in the basement. We'll see if we get a closer hit on it. 9, 12, 10. Yeah, it's right up there, and there's several of these stupid anomalies here. Did I bring the artifact? I had an artifact I forgot to bring. Oh, I forgot the artifact. There's an artifact that would protect us against this thermal stuff. So it's right up here, and it's stuck in the wall. There's no way to get to it. That's what we're hitting. If we get too close, it's just gonna... Yeah, someone else complained there's an artifact stuck in the wall, so we can't get to it. And I gotta throw a bolt at this to get out of here without damaging myself. If I can pull down, it'll do it. So. Okay, so let's get out of here. It's enough of a distraction. Sorry, I just had an opportunity to get another artifact. It's like there's a battle going on out there, so we may want to head out the north side of this complex and see if I can see where they're at. We're gonna head out the north side. Try to avoid the battle there. Okay, we're only 300 meters away, so let's head up this way then. There's not a rift here, is it? Let's see. Oh, is there a... Okay. I guess it's nighttime now. I'll use a drink. I got plenty of drinks now. Well, at least we found those stashes. I don't know if I got both the stashes in there. Okay, now we're in a new region, Wild Island. So we'll take a look on the map real quick. Yeah, here we are. So this is the immediate east of Garbage, and you can also get to it from Lesser Zone once this gate's open. So you can get to the southern part of Wild Island from Lesser Zone after after the ward decides to open the gates. Just FYI. So 160 meters away. Looks like there's... I hope that's not an mission coming. It's getting very close to the Sawmill. I bet you there's an emission coming. I bet you a dime. Usually when it happens like that... Okay, I'm going to take my gun off because...
Got a loner here. Scar. I've been expecting him. Let him in.
Okay, so this is our first time to, quote, officially meet Spark. Spark is the another faction, a major faction in the game that has their own agenda regarding the zone. And oh, here we go. You have to walk up to it, and then this is a cutscene.
A good man is always on time for lunch.
Who said I'm a good man?
Richter, and he's one to trust. Scar.
Richter said you can help me with a certain something.
Only if it's you that needs help, not the ward.
I was attacked. They definitely weren't stalkers. And...
Yes. They took something precious from you. Hmm?
yes. The scanner. I'm trying to find out who took it, but I've had no luck so far.
Gonna check the surroundings.
I was told it was invented at the Institute.
Who told you that? Darlin? Nah, kiddo. All their gadgets are just revamped Project X designs. They were found in the old labs.
Project what?
The zone harbors many secrets scattered among the old bones. There were scientists here way before the Institute, even before the zone itself came into being.
Ah, so they're the ones that left us the goodies that we give to the ward. Take a seat.
You, don't like the ward?
The ward have no desire to conquer the zone. They want to extend the Institute up to its borders.
They want to turn the zone into a testing ground to meet mankind's insatiable needs. Darlin says it's all for the greater good of the mainland, but what does that really mean? It's perfect as is. People come to the zone to witness miracles.
Our future is technology, and the zone's miracles are nothing but trouble.
Trouble is what comes to those who exploit the zone. And I have a funny feeling there's more trouble to come.
You bet. And forget all that crap Darlin was spouting about a bright future. None of this is gonna end well. For any of us.
What do you want to achieve?
Zombies!
Relax. This is the dark side of the zone. But there's another. The shining side. It's here all around us, but we cannot see it. I wonder what's out there. Eternal spring? The Klondike of artifacts? A new home? Or our hearts, desires? But most importantly, no ward. We want the shining zone to reveal itself. For now, as far as we're concerned... Oh, shit. You're just a good guy. That's all I'm going to say. Or rather, I think that's all you are ready to hear. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Would you like some toast? I get it. You're angry. That's why you're not hungry. And couldn't care less about the troubles of others.
Okay, so we have an option here. We can show the PDA that we showed to the ward, to Koshinov, and that would advance us, I think, on the Spark side. But we don't want to play the Spark route, we want to go the ward route. So I'm not going to show him the PDA, and he's not going to be happy with that.
I've got enough troubles of my own. Thanks. But good luck. I hope it works out for
So
you.
you turn
Well,
down.
it was nice to get to know you. Hold on to your badge, Mr. Fixer.
He's talking about the ward badge, so he knows what that is. He knows we have it, so... At this point we would leave, and now there's a new objective here. It says get to the Noontide base. Huh, okay, so we still get to Noontide. I didn't realize we were going to go there. Alright. So, just to explain, we got a sense of what Scar is kind of about, and we know he doesn't like the ward. He's kind of, I guess, the leader of the Spark faction here, and the Spark is counter to They don't like the Ward, and also counter to the scientists that the Ward have allied with. They're from a organization called Circa. And so this was our one chance to, I guess, accept the mission path for the Spark, or second chance. There's an enemy out there, one over here. So, and this is what I want to do. You don't really want to show him the PDA. If you show him the PDA, this is from prior video, it's a PDA, a monolithium PDA. And let's go to this is the PDA that he was talking about. There's unusual PDA distinct from the standard Stalker equipment. Its last owner is part of the crew hunting for scanners and met his end at the hands of the bronze bandits, much like the device itself. So, you show him this.
Wind's going right through it.
Oh, he's not attacking me. Huh. Alright. Get away from him then. I'm just gonna go eat some advance. I don't know what's gonna go on. I don't know why they're. It's kind of weird they're not attacking me. I'm just gonna try to get far away from them. Alright, so I guess we have to make our way to the base. And it looks like now we're at the end of the video. So, I think we complete everything I want to do in this video. I do need to travel further on, but that'll be subject of the next video. So our next objective will be to get across this body of water here and get over to the opposite shore and try to survive this. We'll do that in the next video. See you then. But before I end it, I'm just noting where I'm at with this state in the game. So I had another death back there in Rostok to Bloodsuckers, and my current coupons are 75,184. See you in the next video.